Raza's Retro here, and I hope everyone is remaining retro. Well, the time has come for us to do another episode of Raza Fight Series, the series where we play fighting games, in this case, Super Street Fighter 2. And we play as every single character on one life, standard difficulty, to see how far we can get with that particular character. And for today, we are playing as Blanka. Raza is Blanka because it is World Cup time, and no better player to play than Blanka, the man, the myth, the beast, the legend from Brazil. And anybody that knows anything about football or soccer, as we call it here in Canada, will know that Brazil is the team. Well, it was back in the day. Not anymore, though. But anywho, enough about that football chatting. Um, basically, I want to try to get past this series. I haven't posted a a fight for a while because I was doing other videos and whatnot, and I still have some other videos that I want to do that are in the backlog, but I also want to get past this series with the Super Street Fighter 2 so that when I do continue on with the Raza Fight series, I want to take on another fighting game. So maybe within the next couple of days, maybe the following week, if everything goes to plan, more or less, we might end up finishing the series. I think after Blanka, we have about 5 fighters left. Now, when it comes to Blanka, it's no secret I have a lot of love for this character. This is a character that grew on me throughout the years. He wasn't somebody that I liked initially. In fact, I did not like him at all growing up as a kid. But then I realized that, he is actually a very cool character. He's very unique. And his electrical move, or electricity, whatever it's called, is a very effective move. But my love for Blanka didn't come straight from Street Fighter 2. Rather, it came from Street Fighter 4. And then Street Fighter 5 and 6. Oh wait, sorry, I said that wrong. So it came from Street Fighter 4, and then it transitioned to Street Fighter 2, and then went on to Street Fighter 5 and 6. But Street Fighter 4 is where I really got an appreciation for this character, and he was my best character in that game. When it comes to Street Fighter 2, I don't think Blanka is my best character. But we'll see how far we can get with him. We're still trying to get past 6 wins, but this is going to be very tough because now we're playing against Ryu, and we're playing Ryu as our third character. And usually when you play the third character, that's when it starts to get a little more difficult, most definitely. But only time will tell if we can get past him, but so far we are struggling. And that that is not a surprise whatsoever, because Ryu is a cheap player. Obviously, he's the iconic player of Street Fighter. He is the legend. No one's gonna argue that. But he is giving me a hard time. And my word, just a couple of more hits in, and it might just be game over. Or maybe not. We have done an epic comeback. We have become Mr. Clutch when it mattered the most. Well, actually, now is when it's going to matter, because basically whoever wins this fight will end up going to the next. And I think we will take this with some ease. I was hoping for a perfect, but it's okay. So long as we win, that's what matters. And we're going to try to electrocute him, but he's not falling for it. Oh my word. And we get him with a jump kick. So we got by Ryu, which is good to see, because he is a mighty difficult character. Will we get past 4, 5, 6? Again, only time will tell. However, I definitely want to get past 6. So at this point, and by the way, this is a voiceover. I paused the game because there was somebody at the door, so I had to go get the door. And then finally come back and play. So yeah, it was paused for I think a good minute or so. So this isn't a glitch or there's nothing wrong with your screen. We actually had to pause the damn game. It's a shame that they always destroy this car. This is like a pretty nice looking car. It's got a nice tint to it, a nice color. I'm not a car guy. Sean was. My brother Sean loved cars, so I'm not even sure what make and model this is, but yeah, I always felt it was a shame that we'd have to go ahead and destroy this beautiful car during the bonus stage, and we're back, we're up and ready. And there's only one way to destroy this car with Blanka, and that is to spam the electric move, the electricity, as you guys can see right there. So we got a perfect, of course. But now, this is where it can become tricky, because this is another character I hate playing against. Love the character. Oh, I won't say I love the character, but I love her stage. And I love the music on her stage. It's so epic. Cammy. Cammy's a cool character, but for whatever reason, she never really resonated with me. I always preferred Chun-Li over Cammy. But anywho, that's a different topic altogether. And there we go, the beautiful electrical move. She had no answer. She got electrocuted. She was like dazed and confused, and then we finished her off. Thank the Lord, because she is very, very tough. So I think for Cammy, it should be a good win for us, hopefully. But again, she can be quite tricky. She's got a lot of moves in her arsenal, and I feel like once she's got momentum going, I know that's kind of like that's more or less with, I guess, a lot of the characters. But with Cammy, what I've noticed from my experience is when I've played against her, like if I'm having trouble or she's starting to get like momentum, I'm pretty much like screwed. So hopefully we can come up with a win here, and hopefully we can do some justice for Mr. Blanka, because we want to we want to try to go as far as we can, right? Especially with Blanka, because he is my favorite character. But just because he's my favorite does not mean he will be my best. Oh no, most definitely not. But only time will tell. This is coming very close. This is coming a little too close, but Blanka pulls it off just at the end. Thank the Lord, we have beaten Cammy. And we will come on to our 5th fight, which will be against the Jamaican legend himself, Deejay. And for those that remember, our very first episode for the Raza Fight Series for Super Street Fighter 2 was actually with Deejay. And we did well. We ended up winning about 6 fights. Deejay, in general, is not a character that I struggle with too much. From what I recall, whenever I played him, he's definitely tricky. They all are. But I think usually, oh my word, I think I spoke a little too early. But usually, I can take him on without any stress, more or less. But he's already got that one win. He just needs one more, and it will be curtains for Mr. Blanka. But now we got him dazed and confused, and we got a perfect victory. So this is turning out to be quite interesting now. because he had a great win that first fight. We had a fantastic win, a perfect win, and that's literally what it was, a perfect win. But that does not mean anything, because now whoever wins is what's going to count and is what is the most important. And so far, it does not look good for my Blanka, because we haven't even landed a hit. Deejay has momentum. Yeah, this is gonna go his way. This is gonna go his way. But it is what it is. When I play, I go right in. What you see is what you get. I should have done better with Blanka, but hey, it is what it is. So, you know, we picked up 4 wins. Could it have been better? Of course. But it is what it is. Thank you so much for watching. And now we are going to go to the leaderboard. So when it comes to the leaderboard, we have T-Hawk, Chun-Li, Balrog, Deejay with 6 wins, and Bison and Blanka with 4 wins, Cammy, Vega, and Fei Long with 3 wins, Dhalsim and Guile with 1 win. So as it stands, Raza is T-Hawk, Raza is Chun-Li, Raza is Balrog, and Raza is Deejay. Thank you so much for watching. We have a couple more fights left, and then this series is done and dusted. So remember to always remain retro. Remember my brother Sean and my family in your prayers. And thank you for all the love and support.